And she followed me back, and I'm like, unfortunately, I forgot my iPad, y'all. Oh my God. Imagine if I was like fully fluent in ASL. Hello, welcome back to another vlog. If you are new to my channel, make sure that you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It is January 10th at 6:37 p.m. So in so many words, the new year has already begun. I've already started back classes for spring semester. I do want to give y'all a little bit more context for last year just so we can be on the same page. I passed all of my exams, so I am fine. That's why I've started this semester. I was able to meet up with my advisor for the first time. We went over my goals for this year. I've also come to the conclusion about my weaknesses, which I already came to those conclusions, but just rerouting my brain to just be more accepting of things not being as easy for me in the beginning and just working through that so that it can become a skill that becomes easier. And what I mean by that is physiology being, it takes a lot more time for me to actually understand the information instead of just like memorizing bits and pieces. And I'm also a small detail person compared to people that get the big picture first. I get the small details first, and then the big picture comes later on. And if you're in med school, you understand how you don't really have that much time as a small detail oriented person to get the big picture enough. And if you want to be a proficient student, you just have to find different ways to kind of reroute your initial brain's like ease. I like details. I like knowing small little facts about things. I care about the big picture, but I know it's going to come eventually, so I don't focus on it. But this is med school and the pace of things is quicker. So for the past 8 days, because we started January 2nd, I have been forcing myself to get the bigger picture of things because we have renal physiology right now, and I believe that I am absorbing the information a lot quicker than I did last year just based off of changing my mindset. I know that sounds crazy for people that have it intuitively come to them or they're just naturally good at the processes of things. I'm an anatomist, I believe, you know what I mean? Like, getting and understanding anatomy is not difficult. All I have to do is make sure that I see it a certain amount of times and verbalize the words out loud, and I will be fine. There is no huge brain power that I'm using besides just writing, drawing, saying, and looking. But with physiology, I have to like pause. I have to say things out loud. I have to double check myself. I have to watch 10,000 goddamn videos. I have to really try and figure out what is happening so that the information stays in my brain, because that is what I was missing from last semester. So before my exam comes, I'm gonna show y'all me doing this because it'll be my first time doing this, but I feel like that'll be helpful for me. It is to integrate everything. Integrate the anatomy, integrate the physiology, integrate the histology, all together on a whiteboard as best as I can. And just like going through everything, because I like doing that before an exam. Like, I like going through all of the PowerPoints, but I think I get more out of, or I will get more out of the bigger picture if I literally force myself to create the bigger picture and then fill in the small details that I like to do. I don't know how possible that'll be. This is me speaking from a very optimistic point of view, but that's about like last year and me letting y'all know that everything's okay. I did not create a vision board for this year, which is not like me. I didn't do it. I can assume why. I am pretty much living the life in this moment as relates to what I've been working so hard for right now, that now I have to kind of find myself outside of medical school and figure out what I can be doing to fulfill me as a whole person. And that's something that hasn't come to me just yet. I know that I really enjoy YouTube. I know that I really enjoy like museums and stuff. I don't know what I could possibly do besides just visiting more and just doing those things more. But I don't really have a vision board, and that's not like me. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with that information right now. What else? I will say that I have low-key found myself becoming more reclusive because of my anxieties and just so many different things that have happened over the past few months that have just highlighted things that I need to work on my for myself. And I'll say a big part of it is I have been extremely dismissive of my traumas and my triggers and not really doing my due diligence and making sure that they are addressed so that I am no longer living as a recluse, or I'm not soaking in my anxieties and my fears and my triggers. You know what I mean? I feel safest at home because no one is here to test whether or not I am proficiently past something or if I've actually healed from something. And I'm also tired of feeling this unwavering amount of like sadness when it's not warranted for the moment that I'm in. And I believe that I'm experiencing these emotions because I have not gotten past whatever the hell is triggering me right now, or whatever triggers me in those moments that I'm not completely aware of. I am a drawback person. I need to hide away from everybody. I don't need no one to see me. I don't need no one to perceive me, which sounds so crazy to anyone that's like, you do YouTube though. Like no one's in here. I'm talking to myself. My cats are in here. One cat is doing her own thing. The other cat is obsessed with me. But it's just me and my cats. It's not me and someone else living with me. It's just me. So I feel like I'm still kind of playing that role. And plus, I don't really rewatch my vlogs after I post them. So I don't know who I was those few weeks ago. That's not me no more. You know what I mean? But yeah, I am trying to work on my triggers so that when I go into older ages, I am not just now figuring out those things. I'm not just now actually healing from them enough for it to not have such a heavy impact on my day-to-day life. I just want to get to that point. You know what I mean? I want to get to that point where my anxieties are not driving my moods every day and that I can feel authentically happy in the moment where things are supposed to make me happy. But because I'm like, you know, in those bubbles, those pockets of emotions, I don't know how to expand outside of them. And I think that I just need to reroute my entire life. I know that sounds very dramatic, but I feel like I need to transform. I have deactivated my Instagram. It's been like 5 days at this point. I've deactivated my TikTok. I was going to deactivate Twitter, but I don't really get on Twitter that often. So it really wasn't a purpose for me to do that. YouTube, obviously, I find joy in YouTube. YouTube does not make me feel depressed after being on there. And the only reason why I deactivated Instagram is because I found myself becoming stressed out in an environment that I get to choose whether or not I want to be there. You know what I mean? I am making the decision to go on a platform that does not make me feel good about myself. And it has nothing to do with me comparing my looks to someone. I'm comparing where I am right now, my reclusiveness, my loneliness, let's just be honest, to other people who I perceive to have a more well-rounded circle, well-rounded life. And I'm just like, oh yeah, my career is doing okay because I'm in med school. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do here. But my life outside of med school feels non-existent because it is non-existent. I don't have friends here in Atlanta. I don't have a relationship, obviously. I don't believe that even if I had a relationship, I would show that person on my camera. However, I would be honest about me having the person, but there is no one. I'm not dating. I don't know what, listen, I'm not dating officially. I'm not dating. I'm just living my little life in this bubble that feels very lonely, that feels very isolating because of my own anxieties, making it difficult for me to expand out. But I do feel like this year will be different because I will make it different. I already got my refund. You know what I mean? Listen, this is med school. I'll be honest. I live off of loans. I got my refund. I budgeted myself out. My bills are paid. I just need to make sure that I stay on the monthly budget that I have set for myself. And I feel like within that monthly budget, there is room for me to explore Atlanta and just create a community of people so that I can feel like an entire individual. And I feel like that's another part of my problem and why things feel so heavy sometimes. That has been hard for me to come to the conclusion for, or come to that conclusion. It's been difficult for me to come to that conclusion that I need to outsource. I need to actually take the time to make friends And I need to also prioritize an intimate life because I'm a human being and I'm not going to make myself continue to feel bad about wanting intimacy on a different level. I believe that all of those are very important. And especially right now in my life, like, I just don't want to keep feeling like a recluse because it doesn't make me feel good about myself. Like I said, the girl is in her renal block. I am also in lower limb. We also learned about the pelvis, the perineum. We have 2 boards in February. We have histo and we have physiology. And I just told y'all about me and physiology. We really have to like make sure that we're doing our thing. I'm gonna make a video about my journey into medical school. I hope that that will be helpful for someone that came from a very similar background as me. So make sure that you watch that video. Once I post it, I'm gonna try to post it early February. I have to be honest with myself about like timing, and hopefully that can be done at that time. It snowed today. You know, I'm gonna insert some clips here. You guys, y'all don't understand. This is actually making me very happy. I have class in like 10 minutes and I don't care because it's snowing outside. It is snowing. I'm gonna try to take like a actual picture. Just snowing. She's scared. Yeah, y'all, keep the little genie outside. This is crazy. But y'all, I have not seen snow since I was a child. I am 26 now. The snow here was like a good 6 inches. Like they said it would be 5 to 6 inches. And I'm sorry if it's like a lot of that's how I talk. I don't know how to fix that. I think I have to get more dental. I know I have to get more dental care. And I don't know if I'm gonna get braces or Invisalign. That's also another thing that I want to do this year. Just try to get my teeth together. Try to get my looks together. I woke up and I was like, oh, it's supposed to snow today. And then I opened up my window and it was just white everywhere. It was white everywhere. And it made me very happy. I will say that it made me very happy. And I was like, wow. I lost my phone in DC. I had to get a new phone literally the next day, y'all. I could not survive without my phone. I couldn't go into my bank. I literally couldn't do anything. So I had to make sure I got a phone. The guy who was at T-Mobile was able to like work things out. I'm going to get the insurance, no doubt. I'm going to get insurance on all of my Apple products because I don't want to have to pay out of pocket, which I really didn't pay that much, but I don't want to have to pay out of pocket anything for a phone that I no longer have. New Year, exploring Atlanta more, vlogging more. I don't care. I care, but I don't care. School, we going in. We have to build friendships. We hopefully can find a little boo. I don't know how the world is going to work around that. And just trying to address our traumas so they don't pop up randomly. Anyways, I'm gonna go study. And then I'll see y'all probably tomorrow.
Need you for the old me. Need you for my sanity. Need you to remind me where I come from. You remind me of my gravity. Found me when I'm tumbling, spiraling, plummeting down to earth. You keep me down to earth. Call me on my out of me and say I'm putting getting bigger, even if it ain't. Love me even if it's pain. Love me even if it pain you. I know I be difficult. You know I be difficult. You know it get difficult. Open your heart up. Open, I'll never find out that you're anyone else inside of you.
Hey y'all, it's later in the day. I have a cabinet open. I just don't like that. Anyways, I am about to go get my nails done at this place called Morningside Nail Bar. It's close to me and it was also recommended to me by a classmate. I prefer nail salons because it's impulsive. It's more accepting to my impulsiveness because I was just studying and I was like, girl, I want to get my nails done today. I told myself I was going to get my nails done today. I can get my nails done, come back, and then study if I need to, but I've done the bulk of my studying already, and it is 3:54. I have to do flashcards for one more lecture, but that's not gonna take me that long if I could just like not break my focus. I did say yesterday that I deleted Instagram. I like deactivated my account, and I did, but I literally like an hour after saying that, I re-downloaded it and I reactivated my account, and now I can't re-deactivate it until like a week from now, which is fine. I also want to get my brows done, like my brows threaded from the same lady who did them last time, but you know, this little pimple that I had since my period, I don't know how I feel about her. And I don't know what nail design I want to have, but I be on Pinterest a lot, and I've saved so many nail designs. I could just choose something. Like, it really is not that big of a deal. I just want my nails to feel pretty. We are in a parking deck for the place. I'm hot. This is what I be saying, y'all. I don't be wearing coats because I get hot, but then I be needing the coat because I be cold. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna bring y'all in there because I'm like terrified, and I don't know those people. I don't know them, and it's like way too intimate. I don't know. It's too intimate. I'm just gonna show you the before nails, which needs to get done. Isn't done. I need to cut off my little stragglers. I keep nail clippers in my car because that's how often this shit happens to me. I don't understand. I haven't used the cuticle oil either. So I'll see you guys in a few. Before, okay. So these are my nails. I don't know, guys. I'm not used to this. I don't know how to feel. Like, I don't think I personally you can see it. I don't even know how to do this anymore. Hey y'all, my heater is on, so it's probably gonna be in the background of my vlog sound, whatever. I am extremely hairy right now. Like the hair on my underarms. I'm just a hairy person right now because I haven't dedicated the time to just like getting all of that off. Plus it is cold outside, so I feel like evolution has told me to keep my hair. I'm really trying to push through, finish my flashcards. I like these flashcards because during exam week, I usually try to use Anki from like pre-made decks already, but they're always so goddamn long, and they be covering information that I don't really care about, and I have to spend time to like mute the ones I don't need, and I just needed to make my own. And with me making my own, I'm also going through the PowerPoint again, so it's like doing multiple things at one time. And while I was getting my nails done, I was on my phone doing practice questions on boot camp, so I was still being very productive. I was still doing my thing. The only thing I haven't done today because I went and got my nails done is study for the physio NBME board. I need to start early, period, because I know, like I told y'all earlier in this vlog, that is my weak point, and I have like the high yield information that we can focus on, that I should focus on based off their website. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm also gonna just go ahead and finish. Now that I think about it, I'm wheezing, y'all. I'm so sorry. But I've decided that I'm just gonna go through the entire BRS book and then also the Costanzo book because they have good practice questions and they don't have like a lot of chapters. His still has a lot of chapters with the one that we have for my school by Dr. Paulson, but the other two for like physiology, I think I can get through those within a month. I just have to, like I said, just do it on the days that I scheduled to do it. And today I scheduled to do the second chapter and the BRS book, but I just was like, I need to get my nails done. I have on my display, tap in, I have the PowerPoint for the fifth PowerPoint that I have to do. And then I have Anki over here. And here's some of the previous like cards I've made. And yes, I used pink, y'all. I'm in my pink era. I don't know what it is, but I'm in my pink era. Something's going on with my camera. I had to turn it off and turn it back on. But basically, here is an example of the cards I'll use. I like to highlight things that I know that I need to like put into the back of my memory because I feel like it's very high yield. And then I'll add a picture. But these pictures are from the PowerPoint, but she also uses Costanzo, so these images are also from that book as well. And I like to like just make things into my own words. I never copy and paste statements from the PowerPoint. If you're making flashcards, you need to be putting them in your own words and not trying to just like copy and paste. Some people can do it. Let me not say that you shouldn't do it. If you know that your issue is like retaining the information, then you need to be making sure that every step of the way you are actively making your brain think through things. And that's my way of doing it. And I got one more to go, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just do physiology. I forgot what chapter that was. Neurophysiology. That shouldn't be too bad, right? Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. Oh God, we can do this. We can do this. Good morning. It is the next day. I only have 1 minute left. That's Spice in the background. They're getting their wet food and I'm separating them and I'm giving Spice time. Well, Stormy time to eat her food. Before I feed Spice, they already had their dry food. She's not starving. She's just greedy. Period, point blank. We're going to my local library and I need to make me some coffee. I washed my dishes last night too, so I have my large cup that I can use. It's like, girl, you're gonna eat. You eat multiple times a day. You're not starved. Calm down and let your sister eat, because you would eat her food, your food, and everybody else's food. It's not happening in my house. No. And I seen a video where somebody was like, you need to feed your cats at different times, and I'm like, okay, well, I could try. A little 5 minutes behind. That's the best I got in my head. I don't think this helps much, but this is like a new angle unlocked. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about soy milk, but we're gonna try it. I'm not trying my matcha because I want to reserve matcha for like weekdays for school. So that's what we're doing. And I do have some more coffee left in here. It's not a lot, but it is enough. Enough. Yeah, this angle is bad. I don't care. I should probably shake this up. Yeah, I'm never buying this again, y'all. I don't like how it tastes. I don't know. I just gave Spicy her food. I'm gonna wait till she finished. I put on mascara. I did my edges very last minute. I was not gonna do them because I'm like, listen, I'm black. We see that. I've already told you I have type 4 hair. My baby hairs are coily. These are actual baby hairs. I know I seen a video where someone was like, oh, if your baby hairs are not straight, they're not baby hair. I thought we were defining baby hair as being fine, really fine hair that does not adhere to the rest of your hair. This hair right here, if you see my hairline, you know that I'm not making these hairs shorter. These are just naturally this way, and they're gonna be baby hairs in my world. So I don't care what y'all say. Y'all wanna exclude everybody else out of this conversation like I was never a baby. Like type 4 people don't be having baby pictures and stuff. Like, I was a baby. These are the baby hairs I have. Yeah, let's leave. I think she should be done eating her food, but she should be eating soon. Stormy left a little bit of her food. Are you done? Hell yeah! Y'all! First of all, she'll lift the bowl into a corner. That is crazy. I fear my camera is broken. I tried to do some cute B-roll while I was driving, but it kept shutting off every time I tried to zoom in. So the context is we're at campus because the library that's local to me is closed on Sundays. I did not know that, but I know today now. So I have to be on campus today. I really didn't want to, but I drove here. It only took 13 minutes. Traffic is not bad, and I need to study. So I'm like, I'll be on campus. And it feels so much later to me. This is what happens when you wake up really early. The day just feels like it feels very late, very soon. And it's just 9. It's just 9. So we're about to get our study on. Now, mind you, I have on a crop jacket. But no one is really here. Like, literally, there's not that many cars here. So I should be fine. No one should be like, oh my God, we see stomach. It's the end of the world. No one should be like that right now. at the snow. I kind of don't like how it looks when the dust settles. Like, it's not snowing anymore, it's just ice left behind. I don't like that. It is kind of cold in here, which I prefer it to be warm when I study so I don't get sleepy. This is not considered your leg. This is your thigh. This entire thing is your thigh. It's your knee. And this is your leg. This is all considered your lower limb. So when you start saying, oh my God, my leg hurt, it's the bottom part after the knee. It's not the thigh. This whole thing is thigh. I don't know if anybody needed to know that. I also gotta say, shout out to Monifa, y'all. Monifa is like one of my major supporters from people at my school, and I really appreciate her because she be keeping me going. I be thinking like, oh, you know. So I do appreciate her. She also sent me like the Instagram to a diagnostic radiologist. She's a resident right now, but y'all know that's like one of my potential interests. I told y'all I don't have any fixed ones anymore. I'm just open. And she followed me back, and I'm like, you know, she followed me back. Did she see the MD1 on my profile? Yes, guys, I reactivated my Instagram. But I haven't been on it that much, so give me my grace. Oh, my credit score went up. Yay, that's what happened when you pay off your credit cards. I don't know, y'all. I be feeling like so pretty, and then I'll take a picture, and I'm like, you're actually ugly. What the hell was that?
Which arteries are going to which muscles. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and touch on the quadratus lumborum. So as you can see, that's going to be this muscle that's outlined in red. That's the quadratus lumborum.
I'm the only person on the third floor. That's how I feel. I want to do like a... I'm so bored. I thought I heard somebody coming. I don't know what else to do with my break without going home. My perspective of the same area is different just because I go to a different school. Yeah, so you don't know what it's like to go to a certain school unless you go to it. Because I went to Clark, and my experience at Clark in the AUC was a lot different than my experience now. Age also plays a role in the program that I'm in. Like, I'm obviously not an undergrad anymore, but ooh, shit. Because I really thought that being here again would feel regressive in a way where I'm like not growing and not expanding out into different areas. But I know that I'll move again in my life, and I don't have to feel like stuck here after I graduate. I know I'm gonna move out of Georgia, y'all. That's just what I feel is inevitable. I want to live in a walkable city. I want to live somewhere where I enjoy a lot of the things. Well, I have things around me that I really enjoy. And although Atlanta is like rich in culture and experiences, I need a walkable city. That is what is making Atlanta feel kind of insufferable sometimes. It's just I have to get in my car to do anything, literally anything. Literally ice everywhere. There's some regions without ice. Gotta be careful so I don't fall. But it's wet, I think. Oh, it's not. It's the ear. We're back and we're about to lock in. So let me set you up.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into this so you can know exactly what blood vessels supply these muscles you see right here, as well as what nerves supply those muscles. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and talk about blood vessels. In that femoral artery, we're going to have the deep femoral artery coming off of that. And coming off that deep femoral artery, we're going to have this lateral circumflex femoral artery, as well as the medial circumflex femoral artery.
It's 3 something right now, y'all. I'm about to go and eat. I am tired. I am done. I've been studying since 9 something. I need a break. I did 50 cards, I think, and I have a few more to do. But these are the ones I'm supposed to do before, like during exam week, so I'm not stressing myself out. I just needed to do something that was not anatomy because I was losing my goddamn mind. So I was like, you need to just do physiology then. At least do it up until now it's 3:35. So I'm about to leave. This is the remote that I use for Anki. I got it from Amazon. I think it was like $19. I do think it's useful, especially if you're like doing it kind of lazily. You have it like in your lap. You don't have to keep like going around touching your keyboard. It's very convenient. So if you like flashcards, if you like Anki, I do recommend getting an Anki remote, but you don't have to. These things are not a necessity. Half of the stuff that I use is not a necessity, but, well, let me not lie. It's a necessity for me and my brain, okay? Me and my brain need these convenient ways of learning. So, but they're not a legitimate necessity. They're something that can vary depending on who you are as a person, but I'm hungry.
That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it.
Back at home, I had to just get gas, and I was gonna stop to get food, but I realized that I had leftover chili. I got like 2 servings of, so it's quicker for me to just come home and then eat. I just cleaned up behind my cats. I don't know how some cat owners can live. Well, I can understand different things that can cause this to happen, but I can't live in my apartment knowing that I have cat litter on my ground. It literally does something to my brain. So even though I'm very weak, you know, I still said clean the litter box. This is the only thing that could potentially have beef in it. Yeah, it has beef fat. So if you're someone like me and you're like transitioning out of like eating meat consistently, and I don't eat meat all the time, y'all. Most of my meals don't have like meat in it, but I do like chili with the meaty taste. Use like a beef cube or a turkey cube. I don't even know if they have that. Let me not lie. Just use one of these. I use 2 for my chili, and it literally tastes like there's beef in here, but there's no beef. Obviously, there is beef fat within the cube. This is just a transitional meal. You can obviously do it without. I use kidney beans and chili beans and tomatoes and veggie broth. Good morning, y'all. It's like 6:40 a.m. in the morning. Just woke up. I took my shower last night, and I keep my apartment cold so I don't sweat because I'm trying to stop like showering so much. It's not good for your skin, y'all, especially if you're like me and you use like hot water. One shower is enough. I'm gonna come back home and I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna take a shower again before I go to sleep. 2 showers a day. That's not too bad, right? Anyways, I am about to do my usual morning routine. I believe that I have good skin because I haven't had like any dramatic, I'm not trying to wish shit to happen, but if you ask me what my skincare routine is, y'all have already seen it. It's just cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen, and genetics. That's literally it. Most of the people in my family, like the women in my family, have pretty good skin. And they don't wash their face like I do. So I know that I need like a towel to do this, but the way my goddamn bathroom is set up, y'all, there is no stand for me to put my towels on. They're just back there. Like, this is the only place where I can put towels, and I'm not reaching back there. If I am able to move into a different apartment, for whatever the circumstances may allow, I need a larger apartment. I need a bigger bathroom. This is the sunscreen that I use because obviously I am limited to the amount of sunscreens that I can use that are affordable because they don't like black women. They really don't like us. And it's not a joke. Like, I bought some sunscreen from First Aid. Mind you, I loved their cleanser, and I felt like, oh, well, they get it on the cleanser part. Maybe they're very considerate of how their sunscreen come across on everybody, because if it works for me, it'll work for you if you're lighter. Girl, I was fucking purple, and I look purple right now, but this blends out. Y'all have seen my face multiple times in this vlog, and I had hella sunscreen on. Like, that's so bad. That is so bad, and it's crazy that it's still a thing. You have no black people that y'all are trying these sunscreens on. No darker person at all. They don't even have to be black. They just need to be darker. You can have a dark Indian woman, dark Indian man. I don't you know, somebody that's dark, so that when they try the sunscreen on and you realize that it's purple, you think, let's go back to the drawing board so that I can provide this product to everyone, not just white people. Y'all cannot see this outfit. My apartment is so small, y'all. I kid you not. It's anything, girl. So I bought a vest from Marshall's. This white tee comes from, it's like a white sweater. Not like, it is a white sweater. I got it from TJ Maxx. I bought this jewelry piece from Marshall's. You already know I got my nails done. I can't stop. And I have this bag that's very similar to the vest because I like this, I don't know, I like this style of clothing. And it has like a small little pouch inside too. I wasn't wrapping around my body. I pretty much am, but just to like hurry up and get out of my door, I need to. I have on black tights that I got from Marshall's as well. I have on my black and white polkas. I have on some socks that I bought from the airport one time that are way too expensive, and they costed like $18. That's crazy. That's the outfit for today. Nothing too cute, crazy. Is that better? Oh God, y'all are slanted. What's wrong? Y'all, I swear to God, this camera is like really acting up. This is a raw fit, and I do have on a necklace from H&M. It was once gold, and now it's like silverish, which is perfect because I prefer silver. And I have on pearl earrings because I don't feel like wearing the other earrings I have. I'm in the classroom. No one is here now, but I'm just gonna do the Anki cards that I made for renal physiology and start making a deck for the lower limb. We only have 3 lower limb course classes. We have 1 more left, so I just feel like I need to go ahead and get that done by today so that I can have like those decks for exam week study. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm just here. I'm here. I need to be doing other stuff, but that's what I'm gonna do for an hour before my first class today. My first class today is over. So we have control of blood pressure and volume, and then lower limb 3, which is the last lower limb lecture for anatomy. We do have, yeah, that's the last one. After this week, we're not really learning anything new. We're just studying for the exam, and then we have like small groups, which is just case studies, and we talk about it with our learning community. So yeah, me and my little remote. My legs, my thighs are itching so bad. I can't keep walking. Like I'm literally, this is the first time this ever happened to me. I know that people talk about this happening, but like it's itchy. Oh my God. Hey guys, I just finished my first class for working with hard of hearing and deaf individuals, and it was so nice. I like learning about different people's perspectives and cultures and how they navigate life, and I also like learning these things because it can help me make someone else feel comfortable or more seen. I know what it feels like to a degree to be misunderstood and not have what you're actually feeling, saying, and experiencing validated, and I just want to be able to do that for as many patients as I can. This is another way for me to get a broader perspective as to how I can be more helpful and more considerate, and it was very nice. I appreciate all of the individuals that were on the call who were talking to us. We had 2 interpreters, but the interpreters were for us. You're used to the reverse, where interpreters are for deaf or hard of hearing individuals, and this time it was for hearing people. So it was just very interesting, and I liked it and I enjoyed it. We did like this little game on Zoom where we had like 4 or 5 people choose like different emotes or emojis, and we all just kind of followed suit. It was just like really cute. Imagine if I was like fully fluent in ASL. You would not be able to stop me. You would not be able to stop me. I'll be unstoppable. And I'm just so excited. And I can't wait. And I think I can actually become fluent. I believe with hard work and practice, I can become fluent. And then when I become a doctor, because I got time to become fluent. Listen, it's going to take me forever to get there. I can be fully like functional for a patient. I don't need an interpreter. I didn't talk about this on my channel, but last semester I had a Hill Clinic volunteering session, right? And the clinic I was at has a lot of Spanish speaking patients who come in to get services, and we had this really nice guy come in. He was fine. He just had like a few chronic issues that needed to be like better managed, kind of explain things to him. Because there was a language barrier, he misunderstood the reasoning why he was taking certain medications. So I had to give him, I had to update him on the information. I had to explain things to him. I even had to get an interpreter. It was very hard for me as a provider. I'm not even a provider, but for me as a volunteer, trying to collect a history and trying to use an interpreter, that I know for a fact that for a patient, it feels even worse. I know for a fact it feels even worse. So in my mind, I'm like, I don't like this feeling. You need to become fluent in Spanish. You need to be able to speak to Spanish speaking patients, because we already know that Spanish is a very popular language in America as well. Why am I like allowing myself to just stick to English when I can be fluent to some degree in Spanish? I can be fluent in ASL. I can be more broader with my skills. If I can learn the stuff that I learned in medical school, I can learn another language. I'm sorry. I feel unstoppable at this point. So yeah, that experience kind of just solidified the fact that I really need to take it serious and be more diverse in my language. So yeah, if you're watching my video right now and you're thinking about learning another language, you're considering it, I think you should try it. And it doesn't have to just be Spanish or French or Mandarin. It doesn't have to be those things. You can learn how to talk to someone that speaks ASL. There's different ways for us to communicate, and you don't have to limit yourself. You allow other people to be seen in the world who aren't seen as clearly as they should be. So do it. I'm excited. Like, this is actually something I'm like, extra work on my plate. I'm okay with that, because this is what I want to be doing. You know what I mean? So yeah. And I just made me like a healthy, low calorie, low key pizza. My sister gave me this idea. It looks crazy, but it's actually really good. It's turkey, pepperoni, some off-brand Kroger pizza sauce. The tortillas are flour. Put pepper, garlic, cheese, mozzarella cheese, and then I put, what did I put on here? Red pepper flakes. So yeah, that's what I'm eating. Good morning. Unfortunately, I forgot my iPad, y'all. But we're gonna progress. We're gonna keep going because I'm not driving back home. So I have to do what I have right now, which is just my laptop. I would rather have the opposite, where I just have my iPad and not my laptop. But things happen the way that they happen. I was really rushing, trying to get here in time enough to just start my day. So I'm not going to you know, act like it's the end of the world. Plus, I need to do a lot of image-based things like boot camp, watch some videos, and just maybe test out a new learning strategy. I do have my whiteboard material, so I can still, you know, write something down. I just don't have my iPad. Right now, I'm the only person in the library, which is very nice, but it's also 7:19 on a Thursday, and a lot of people like to study at home for the most part, which makes a lot of sense. The room that I'm in is the room that I like to be in when I'm in the library, if it's not like one of the glass rooms. But sometimes I'll be here and they'll be like, oh, we're gonna be testing here. And I'm like, oh, y'all had to choose the one room that I like. Or I had to choose the one room to like that y'all need to use all the time. Yeah, I'm kind of like a mouse where I need to be kind of towards the end of something and not in the middle. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. So if I was in the middle rooms, I would just be like, But yeah, what we're gonna do right now.
Oh, and they get a text from
Jada Hope, I think that's her name. Either way, I love her catfish reviews. Yeah, so I have a reminders. Let me go over that with y'all. Hold me accountable at the end of the day. I have to pick up my ID for grading, complete extra essay 1 and 2, pick up transcript, teach medial and posterior leg, email someone about timing of a meeting that overlaps, e-lab, review renal physiology quiz, urinary embryology, and review 6 and 8 of renal physiology. And then tomorrow will be something different, more focused on anatomy. So yeah, and today we just have reproductive embryology and acid-base balance. So shouldn't be too crazy. And an e-lab, but e-lab is a lot less stressful to me personally. So yeah, I'm about to do some boot camp so I can at least cross off one thing. This is my Keurig cup, my Keurig coffee, which is just hazelnut flavor from Dunkin'. I did put French vanilla creamer in here because that's all they had that was available.